This week I got kind of curious about one of the few things that I hadn't figured out yet. The location where this footage takes place. That is what I wanted to know. And what looked like to be an easy job, not even worth making a video about, turned out to be one of the biggest examples of searching for a needle in a haystack. But against all the odds, I managed to find not one, but a whole pack of needles. So I was happy, even though I hate needles. In this video, I will show you the location of this area, and I will let you know how I figured it out. Hi everyone, I am Marcostel, and welcome to another amazing The Division Game Talk episode. I believe we can all agree that the location that we see right here is the same one as on these older pictures released a while back. We have the sun in the exact same spot, the Game City building on the left, and the same green coffee house logo on the middle building. So when we try to find the location of this area, we might as well use this image as a reference because it's a lot sharper and has a lot more detail than the actual video. And I thought it was going to be an easy job because of the two cranes in the picture. I remembered a similar one being right above the construction site in the 2013 trailer. But after some research and even after spotting the second crane that I was looking for, things just didn't add up. Whether it would be the angle of the cranes or some buildings that must have been blocking the view of those, I just couldn't find a good connection. And trust me, I really wanted to see the connection. I tried to find other similar big buildings, for example this one, and compared this building to the big tower up ahead. But I always ended up with the same result. It just didn't fit. When I was about to give up, I decided to check some of the other trailers that were released around that same time frame and ended up looking through the Snowdrop engine reveal and the gameplay of the tablet. And although the Snowdrop engine trailer didn't give me much of a result, the tablet trailer was the rescue to this whole project. In the very beginning of this trailer, we can not only see the two cranes, but they also seem to be perfectly lined up, the same way as in the picture. And it didn't take me too much time to figure out that these cranes were the exact same. But that left me with another problem. I didn't know the location of this tablet trailer either. So if I wanted to find the location of this picture, I first had to find the location of the tablet trailer. And that, guys, that was not easy. Because the tablet trailer took place on the rooftops, I eventually decided to scrub through some of the cinematic city shots to try and maybe find those same rooftops in one of the shots. And against all my expectations, that actually worked out. I found the location in the GDC Snowdrop trailer, of all things considered. This right here is the building rooftop where the tablet gameplay took place. At least most of it. We have to remember that the tablet trailer is divided into 3 parts and thus 3 different locations. Luckily, they aren't far away from each other. In the first part, the player is standing right here and he is looking at that direction, to the rooftop of the other building. You can see how every object is in the exact same spot. This chimney, this house, the crane, and pretty much everything else. The second part of the tablet trailer finds itself on the building right next to it. The players are behind these vents and the enemies are hiding behind the other vents on the other side. And one of the enemies is sitting on top of this building, just a little higher up. You should be recognizing everything by now. The last part of the trailer was, again, another big obstacle. I always thought that the players would sit over on this spot when taking out the remaining enemies, but the environment says otherwise. The surrounding buildings didn't add up, but the players were still able to see these 2 factory pipes on the side, so they couldn't be too far and had to be facing the same direction. Again, I used some other higher detail pictures of that same location to look for maybe other buildings or any objects at all that seemed similar. And although I was able to spot a few buildings that looked kind of the same, it was never enough to say with 100% certainty that this is the place, so I couldn't confirm it. I did find something else, however, something maybe way more important. A bridge, all the way in the distance. I know, it is really hard to see, but trust me, there is a bridge there. I'll leave a link in the description for this picture so you can see it better for yourself. To some of you guys, this bridge may seem like nothing, but I knew that it could help to find out where this took place. All I had to do was compare it to the E3 2013 trailer, because I remember a couple of bridges being located in that trailer as well. So, that's what I did. I went back to the E3 2013 trailer and tried to find that same bridge. And at first I thought it was this bridge, but this bridge has 2 holes in their pillars, while on the picture the bridge only has 1. And that left me with this bridge. It's the only one that matched, luckily. But if this bridge is so close to the player in this trailer and so far away from the player in this picture, then how far must these 2 areas be from one another? And maybe more important, where is this location? To give myself a little bit better of an overview, I took the end screen map from the 2013 trailer and I started to pinpoint all of the locations. Even though we know that the dark zones and locations and all the squads and stuff on this map may not be accurate, we do know that the building placement is most definitely legit, precise and very accurate. We checked that in our last Game Talk episodes, remember? To make a start, this is the location on the map where we can see the bridge up close. And this location is where the players end in the gameplay trailer. For the next step, and that is to find the tablet trailer location, we have to think with a lot of logic. What can we see on this picture that makes the environment so much different from other environments? And well, I could call out a few. For example, we have the bridge in the very far left corner. And our guy is looking straight at the water, which he isn't too far away from either. And also the cherry on the cake maybe that he is looking into a street that directly ends at the coast. So let's take it back to the map. We have the bridge right over here on this location, which means that our player must be somewhere in this area on the right side of the bridge. He is also looking at the water and he is looking into a long street that ends at the coast. Now with these things kept in mind and looking around on the map a lot, I am almost 100% sure that this is the location of the players. Right here. We have a long street ending at the coast. We have a square building, which should be the building where the enemies are on top of. And when looking to the left, we can actually see some trees with one small building, which indeed can also be seen back on this map. Right over here, this tiny thing right here, that is the building. Trust me, I checked a million times before making this claim, and I also thought that we couldn't rely on this map this much, but every single thing matches up, which also means we can go back further. Maybe all the way to the start of the tablet trailer and find the location of the 2 cranes. And that is what I did, and I pretty much did it the same way. I looked for unique buildings or just anything I could find. And after a while, that brought me to this location of the map. Once again, I double, triple, quadruple checked everything and everything added up. The camera is looking into this direction, which is also the reason that we cannot see any bridges. They are just out of range. The buildings seem to be shaped in the same way and are the same on the map. And when looking at the left side of the screen, we can even see the location of the ending of this tablet trailer. Knowing that this is the building the players start off on, we can now give at least one of the cranes a location on our map. Crane 1, which is this one, is placed very close to this building and will be placed right here on the map. And although finding the exact spot for Crane 2 is literally impossible, it only has a very small area where it could possibly be. And that is right here. It may be one street further away or one street closer to us. It's not really possible to tell and I don't want to make that claim. But now that we have the 2 crane locations, we can go over to the moment we have all been waiting for. Where does this gameplay take place? And if I did everything right, it has to be over here at this little plus sign. This area is filled with intersections, which is exactly what we are seeing in this video. Finally! I told you it wasn't going to be an easy job. But why put so much effort into such a small thing, you might ask? Well, this is giving us a much better perspective of what to expect from this game. We now know that everything you see over here in this image is only as big as this very small part of the map, and nothing more. So when we take a look back at our previous Game Talk episode where we checked the size of the map, we realize yet again how big this open world is going to be. And also, I may just have a little too much free time on my hands right now. And I guess that was pretty much it for today. This video was both a blast and an absolute pain to make. I feel like it was way too much information to try and push into a single video, and I really didn't know what to put on the screen most of the time. But it was extremely satisfying to succeed into finding the right location. And maybe in the future, if I ever get bored again, I will also try to pin the night scene to this map. But for today, I am done doing research. As always, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button if you want to support me and what I do. And I will see you guys later, or like they say, in the Netherlands. Zie je later!